Is this you? Your WhatsApp is filled with unread messages and all the green dots are just popping into your eyes every time you load the WhatsApp. Yep, that was me. Every time I scroll through my WhatsApp messages, all these green bulging numbers of unread messages just keep attacking my eyes. If I need to filter mentally which message to reply first just by scanning through the profile picture, the title, and the unread messages, and every time if I use my mental energy to filter them out, I'll be drained by evening. So what I've done is that I created a list. Within the list, you see there's a favorite. Now that's the default list. Right? I can't remove it, but I kind of like it. It gives me the sense of priority and urgency. So I lump my family members chat here, the family group chat, and even our groceries list chat group is there, right? So that's the favorite. So anytime the favorite pop up with unread messages, I know it's from my family members. And then I have different lists for different categories of either tasks or conversations that I need to respond to, right? Now you can come up with any kind of list you want. You don't have to be like me having 10 lists, right? You can start with 3 or 5 lists, up to you. There are some varieties of how you can come up with a list. So I have a list for my coaching clients, my community, my tribe. I have another list for my thoughts, when I want me to pen down anything. This is extremely useful when I'm writing my daily command intel. I do have a dedicated group where I send to my tribe every day, what kind of energy surrounding the day, and what kind of activities that are most suitable for them to take in their business and what to avoid. And this one with a microphone, this is where the conversations of all my speaking engagements, my training projects, my podcast invites. And then there's this list in which I put it red color because I need it to stand out to people. So this is the list where I lump all my accountant, my tax agent, my bankers, they're all here. Right. And then with the one with the muscle, that is my leisure, my sports, my badminton, my futsal gang. And then there's also another list dedicated for my community service. Every week I do volunteer at a Buddhist school, and sometimes I volunteer at a Buddhist community. So these are all the group chats that's revolving around that. All these lists will be shown on top. All right. So when I jump into WhatsApp, I will immediately click on favorites to anchor my view on the favorite group chats, right? Instead of the all label by default, I skip it. Once I launch WhatsApp, I click on favorites. So immediately my focus is anchored on my family group chat. And then I will start scrolling the top navigation bar where all the lists are put there horizontally. So immediately I can scan how many messages I need to reply in each of these lists. Right? So when I have the mental capacity, after I've responded to all the important messages and I finish my work, and I actually set a block of about half an hour or sometimes 40 minutes, then I will scan through the unread messages tab. All these messages were not included in any of the lists, right? But do make sure that you check this every few days. Okay, because you don't want to be missing out on all the unread messages for 3 months. And I only respond to those unread messages when I have the mental capacity to do so, right? Not in between my tasks, not in between my family time. When I dedicate a block of time to respond to those unread messages. So this is a way for me to take control of how I respond to WhatsApp instead of having all these conversations jumping on me, demanding my attention at any point in time. One beautiful thing about creating the list is that you can reorder your list at any time you want. You see, when I click here, reorder list. Now, during the months where I was heavily involved with the Vesak Day celebration, let's just say, I will move this community service list to the top so that I don't have to scroll too far away to see the unread messages. Okay? When it's approaching the game day of the week, for my badminton or my futsal, I will just move my leisure list to the top so that I can look at them and respond immediately. So I'm going to bring down the community service list back to its original position. Now, this is how it looks like when I reorder the list. As you can see, my leisure list is up here. So I can immediately see that these are the messages I need to respond to. Now, honestly, since I've set up this system, I get to be in control to respond to my family first, my tribe, my community, and then I'll respond to the rest of the messages when I allocate a time to, not when they demand me to. Right, so I hope you find this interesting, and let me know what kind of list you're going to use for your WhatsApp.